as I said to you, in a number of areas. Interestingly, the pattern, although not the designation of initial deacons, I don't think, is provided for us in Acts chapter 6, where in a familiar passage, if you turn to it, you will see it before you. In Acts chapter 6, there was a pressing and practical need for the apostles to make sure that they did not give up the primary task which was theirs, namely to give themselves to prayer and the preaching of the Word of God. And so in order to deal with the practical matters which were before them, and primarily as it had to do with the distribution of food to various widows in the burgeoning church, then these 7 men were set apart to this responsibility. They were men, according to verse 3, who were to be full of the Spirit and of wisdom. Now, some people will say that these are the first deacons in the church, and we understand why they would say that. I don't believe they are, because there is no formalized structure at this point as the church develops. I think what we can say with conviction is that what these individuals were set apart to do established a pattern which was then developed as the church grew. Namely, that there were to be those within the congregation who would not neglect the preaching and teaching and praying for the congregation, the watching and the warning and the leading and the feeding. And in order to facilitate their giving themselves to that, there were to be these individuals